and welcome to this week's episode of Living the Dream. Yes, we're here again. This is Season 1, Episode 8 of this version of our podcast, which used to be called Three Men and a Little Virus. My name is Mark Cridland. I'm the one that tries to hold it all together and produces this, whatever it is, kind of podcast. And I'm always joined by Mr. Paul Tingy and Mr. Adam Morrison-Jones. They are our two trained comedians, or untrained, I don't know, one or the other. But anyway, we have a little bit of fun each week. And this week we talk about Paul's weird Skype background, the vegetarian brekkie options that AMJ's been checking out, and of course last week, me and AMJ went to gigs in Dover. Different ones, but yeah, we'll tell you all about those. There's scientists that are training cows to do something a little bit different to what they normally do. And a man complains about his spaghetti bolognese as he found something weird in it. And then we've got a woman who was attacked by an alligator. But she loves him, so it's alright. And then later on, the quiz. Yes, the worldwide famous quiz. Everyone knows about this one. It's our weird quiz. And this week we have the celebrity guest comedian, Mr. Trevor Feelgood. Yes, he's back again. He's trying to get his points back up there. We'll find out how he gets on. So sit back, relax and enjoy another week of Living the Dream. Why have you got branches behind you, Paul? Why have we got branches behind you with ribbon chucked over them?
This is mainly because that it's a new background on Zoom.
Oh. Is it an actual background?
So yeah, it's the background.
Or are you trying to relive Charlie Chalks at Brewers Fair?
I'm not trying to relive Charlie Chalks. If it's really that unsettling for both of you, I'll go back to my kitchen.
Where is it? Like, you've got a lot of ropes hanging around your house.
It's not my house, AMJ. Look, it's just a background.
Oh, it's a background. Honestly, I thought, like, why has he got so much rope?
It was magic. Oh, that looks quite posh. This is great for podcasting. Look at what he's doing. Shang-Chi, there you go. Call back to last week. Yeah.
Shang-Chi even. Call back to old Shang-Chi. One of the better Marvel ones. Anyone excited for Hawkeye?
Never seen it.
Hawkeye's looking going to be good. That's coming out in November, isn't it? Starting.
Yeah, it's all going to be Christmassy as well, which is my favourite time of the year.
Oh.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Bum, bum, bum. So, what we been up to? Anything good?
Do you know what? It's been a really weird week. I feel like we're a lot deeper in the week than we actually are.
It's only Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is only Tuesday, but it feels longer. I went for a fry-up on Saturday.
Oh, and
someone's doing all right for himself. But a few of you know this, that I'm a vegetarian, but I keep that quiet because there's nothing worse than telling people about it. But I went for a fry-up, and I said, what's the vegetarian option? And they said hash brown, mushrooms, beans, tomatoes, and that was it. And they basically just took away the sausage and the bacon. I was livid. They didn't even have like a substitute.
You know, you should come here, MJ. I've always got vegetarian food in.
Oh, mate.
Did they not even offer you black pudding?
No, weirdly they didn't offer me black pudding.
There's no meat in black pudding?
No, there's no meat in black pudding. Only blood and grain.
Exactly.
Yummy. I'll tell you what, though. Seven Bone Burger over in Canterbury, their vegan menu is absolutely amazing. Like, the selection of chips and burgers, incredible. I can't recommend them enough.
And the Lady Luck.
Lady Luck is really good as well. Canterbury is where it's at. Come on, Dover. Get into 2021 or even 1995.
Let's open up a vegan shack. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All we're going to say is grass.
That's a whole different kind of shop.
It would sell out down in Dover, that, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, both you and AMJ, we went to gigs last week at the Booking Hall on different days.
Yeah.
So how was your one?
Can I just say as well, I've never seen you happier to see me than when you drove past me and honked your horn. Honestly, Paul, it was like, it's Adam! It's Adam! It almost thumbed me up from the window.
Yeah.
After all, the window.
Well, I was in the work van. I was like, you're probably not going to notice me.
I did. I was like, I've never seen Quidland that happy.
Yeah. Well, I haven't actually seen you in person for ages, so...
I know. It was great to see you too. I was going to stop and have a conversation, but you were driving in a car.
And I couldn't really pull over where we were.
No, exactly.
But anyway, how was the gig?
Do you know what? Really, really good. The Killers tribute were incredible, and the Muse tribute were incredible as well. Such a brilliant night. Sounded great. Great atmosphere. Made a load of friends as well. People just seem to join in the booking all, don't they? They just seem to just become friends. It was a great atmosphere.
Yeah.
You'd hate that, would you?
I just want
You'd only go for Michael.
Just be by myself, enjoy the music. I don't want people singing along in my ear. I want to hear the band. That's what I pay. I didn't pay money to listen to you sing off key.
Well, some people do.
When I went there on Thursday with Sarah, it was a completely different kind of show than that they would normally have there, in that it was all acoustic. But with the effects pedals and the way that they play these acoustic guitars, it was just like being back in the 90s in a rave. It was amazing, the talent that these guys had. They were acoustic rave. So, and
They're
really
brilliant.
really good. You want to check them out. They're the Showhawk duo, and their support band, the Tribe, were really good as well. They normally have a full band, but they were touring with them as an acoustic trio. So yeah, really good bands on a Thursday night. So I really enjoyed that, and of course I'm looking forward to next Thursday. Not this Thursday coming, next Thursday for Blackstone Cherry at Folkestone at Leeds Cliff. So gigs all aplenty.
I've been listening to that band that you were just talking about in the booking hall. I've been listening to them on Spotify this week.
They're very good.
Yeah.
And oddly, I've been listening to Blind Man by Blackstone Cherry.
And I've also been listening to another artist that got recommended to me this week.
Who got recommended to you this week?
I will let you know. I will let you know in about 2 seconds. It's Harry Roy and his Bat Club Boys.
That had a big hit, didn't they, in 1931?
Yeah, well, I think it was 34. It became a hit.
It took a while for it to catch on.
It did. But, I mean, fantastic song about pets. Harry Roy and his Bat Club Boys.
That sounds like bullshit to me.
Well,
the song called "My Gal's Pussy," not bullshit.
Oh no! But if it was a load of bullshit, it would tie in quite nicely to my next news story.
Hey, that is smooth.
Well, yeah. I'll tell you. Do you want
smooth like a pussy?
Smooth as a milkshake.
Would you like? It brings all the boys to the yard. But would you like some bullshit?
Yeah. To
tie in nicely, I tell you, it's a bit of bullshit. My favourite Michael Ball album is the album Female.
Yes, and that bullshit leads us quite nicely onto scientists that have potty-trained cows.
Potty-trained cows?
Yes, they've trained them to use the mooloo. Yes, the mooloo. Apparently, cows can be potty-trained as easily as toddlers, maybe even easier. So, yeah,
it's harder to get about the bathroom, though, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
I'd much rather train a toddler than a car. Just throwing that out there.
I did hear on Radio 2 earlier, last week, after last week's show, I was listening to a show with Will Young, the popular singer. I think you've got yourself mixed up with him and Michael Ball.
Right. This is ending now. If you can bring me definitive proof by Friday that there is not an album called Female, I will record one for you. That is what we're doing.
Well, can you just record it now? Because I will later on in the quiz. I'm going to hand all my albums to Geraldine, and she's going to list them off one by one.
Fair enough.
By Friday, I expect an album called Female.
Sorry, listener. It's got very dark.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Hulu.
Let's go.
Crying on Bathroom Floor is Will Young's release, which is a cover celebrating female artists.
Okay.
There you go.
Let's get back to the Mooloo. Mooloo. Yeah, apparently scientists actually got 16 cows and they all tried to train them to use this special Mooloo. So it's a certain part of their cow shed that's all set up, and they had to learn how to use it. And 11 out of 16 managed to use them properly within 15 days. 15 days, which is pretty much quicker than you can train a toddler. So, yeah. It started off with a weird remark on a New Zealand radio talk show. And he said about it, and the scientists went, maybe this would work. So, any scientists out there that are listening to this podcast and hear us talk any weird rubbish, try it. Go and do a scientific study, whatever it is. We want to know.
Yeah, go get Michael Ball into a recording studio.
I think you're talking bullshit.
Well, did you know how much a cow can wee per day?
Well, it depends how much it's drunk, really, doesn't it?
On average. We're going to do this on average.
Liters.
How much?
Okay, I'm going to go with 82 litres.
82 litres? It's 30 litres. On average. 30 litres of wee a day.
Have you ever done that time when you can't be bothered? I don't know if you've ever done this before, but you can't be bothered to go upstairs for a toilet, so you just grab a glass out the cupboard and pee in it and to go, oh no, I'm going to fill it up.
No.
Yeah, neither have I.
Sure.
Yep.
I'll do a shot glass then. Do a pint.
Have you done that, AMJ?
I've peed in a glass before, yeah. Not since living in this house or any other house over the last 4 years, but I definitely pissed in a glass.
Is your fiancé watching?
Pardon?
Is your fiancé there watching you going, have you peed in a glass here?
Watching him piss in a glass?
Well, you know.
He's stuck in Herne Bay, aren't you?
Yeah.
Waking up in the middle of the night.
It's a Herne Bay thing.
That's work out the class level of somebody. If they're working class, they just piss in the bath. If they're middle class, they piss in the sponge and wring it out in the sink. If they're full class, they stand up and pee in the sink. They're upper class.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Sometimes in one night.
Then when you went to the Isle of Wight, and now that you're in Herne Bay, you stand up to pee.
I wouldn't pee in a sponge though. I just think, what's the point?
Am I a dreamer? Am I a dreamer?
Have you got any weird news stories you want to bring up? Because I know we've got to crack on quite quickly with this week's show because of Paul going to work. Any weird news stories from you guys?
There was one that I did see. And the guy had a fantastic name. I'm starting to think this might have been spoof news that I heard or fake news. So this guy made a complaint in a restaurant because something appeared in his spaghetti bolognese. What was the item that he found in his spaghetti bolognese?
Ooh. Is it an animal, vegetable, or a mineral?
Neither.
I reckon it was one of the plastic faces of one of the original 1980s Thomas the Tank Engines. So he went in to eat it and just saw Thomas staring at him and he couldn't finish his food.
You're not far wrong with that.
Is it Jesus? One of the original faces? Is it Jesus? It's not far off it. Jesus. Thomas the Tank. Jesus.
Thomas the Tank was written by a vicar, so not that far removed reference. And I'm sure that critters meant.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Was it Budgie the Helicopter's face?
No, Sarah Ferguson was not there. She was currently in Pizza Express in Woking.
Was it one of the tugs?
Oh, that's a show that deserves more episodes.
It did. I don't even think that ever had any merchandise. If you never, Tugs was amazing. Like they made that whole thing on water.
Yeah.
They were clever when they made Tugs even.
When I said you was close, you was nowhere near. And nothing to do with
Budgie the Helicopter. I love Budgie the Helicopter.
Budgie little helicopter. Boom, boom,
it
boom.
Was brilliant.
Boom.
Can I have a clue?
You have a clue. It's worn by people who play with toys.
A pager.
A pager. No.
He found a pager from 1985, and he bit into it, and it was a good one because it actually gave him the lottery numbers for that day. I know people are saying, Adam, the National Lottery didn't come into the UK until 1993, but he took that and he won £1 million, and he never went back to table. Not because of the incident, just because table is shit.
I actually really like table.
Oh, of course you do. I knew you do this all the time. You never come with me when I slag something off. Like, no one likes table, Paul. No one likes it.
That's the restaurant I took Zelma to before I proposed to her along Dover Beach.
But you're married now, and you're doing all right for yourself. Go somewhere nice.
We did. We went there for our 5th year anniversary.
Oh, Tiggy.
It's more of like, a romantic memory thing.
Sure, it has a lovely memory. I will never go to a restaurant that names itself twice.
Wow, that's you out of Burger King then.
Or Wimpy, or McDonald's, or KFC.
No, you're just being stupid.
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Express, Woking.
Table. It's just ongoing. It doesn't stop. That man. I'm not saying that.
He found. So before we carry on, the guy was called Pee-wee. That's his first name. Pee-wee, and his surname was Dump.
Yes.
Pee-wee Dump, and he found half a nappy in his spaghetti bolognese in a restaurant.
What?
Half a nappy.
How?
I have a few questions. Did he find half a nappy as in the contents of the nappy? Because I was brought up in the 90s, and most of the spaghetti bolognese I had, you probably can tell the difference. Or did he find the whiteness of the nappy with the little animals on?
Well, to put your mind at ease, I will use it because it was in America. He found half the diaper.
Half the diaper? Ooh.
I wonder what happened to the other half.
Someone else's spaghetti bolognese, but they didn't complain. They just shut up and ate it and be grateful.
They thought they were given an arm bread.
When I was 3, I ate a spaghetti bolognese with my dad's false teeth.
Why?
Weren't
they a bit crunchy?
Memory of this, but my mum and dad keep telling me that it happened. So his top teeth he took out, and I was scooping it up and it off, a bit like an oyster shell. There you go.
No wonder you think table's classy. It's part of your childhood memory.
It all makes sense now.
What? Why have I shared that? I should have kept it for the little bogfish, shouldn't I? Really?
For more of these kinds of
your old man
stories,
watching you do it, because I know that he'd find that hilarious.
Yeah,
he did. He still does. He loves telling people.
Oh, Tiggy, the name of your restaurant.
Which you won't be eating in because it's named itself twice.
Exactly.
Twice. Unless it was already called that. It's Tiggy. I'm sure I've made that joke about 10 minutes ago, but...
Am I a dreamer? Am I a dreamer?
Right, I've got one more news story that we can squeeze in, just because I wanted to get this one in there because it's weird, very weird. There was a woman attacked by an alligator.
That is weird news. There was a woman.
Attacked by an alligator, but it was one of her own alligators, and she was doing a show. And she said that, I love him, and he shouldn't face any consequences. There's a nice video as well. It was doing a show in front of a load of kids. It was all behind like a plastic screening, so the kids were safe.
Was this Punch and Judy?
No. Actually, there is a real video. You can actually see it if you Google it about the woman attacked by an alligator. She right. It's an 8-foot creature, and it's got a Star Wars inspired name. Now, what do you think the alligator's called?
Jabba.
Nope.
Oh, C3PO. 3PO.
No. It's got a pun. It's a pun with the Star Wars inspired name.
Oh, Chewbacca.
No.
Is it? Oh man, Skywalker.
Close.
Close. Water Walker.
Floor Walker.
No.
Boy Walker.
No.
Kids.
It's a Darth, right? Darth what?
Gator.
Darth Gator, yes. Give him a point. Yes, Darth Gator, apparently described as a member of her family. So, but yeah, they apparently they do these shows in front of guests at right, the place. It's in Salt Lake City in Utah, and it's called Scales and Tails. Yeah, so you can. It was
Darth Gator.
Yeah, children's party. So she was doing a show with the gator behind plastic screening so that the kids were safe. And all of a sudden, he went for her and grabbed hold of her hand, and it did the old death roll, like alligators do, and tried to drag her underneath the water. And the kids ran off screaming and crying, but they've been traumatized for life. Yet the woman says, "No, I love him. Everyone loves Darth Gator." So. But yeah, so I think if I had an alligator and it bit me and tried to kill me, I might not be too friendly towards it. But she loves him.
But the problem is there.
FBI need to be keeping an eye on that kid who didn't run away and was laughing when it happened.
Definitely, and also if I ran a business where I was hosting parties and I knew one of my alligators was being a bit cheeky, I would pretend I loved that alligator too. Until I gave it a good idea one night.
Well, AJ, this is sounding a lot like it. Just sounds like an abusive relationship. Yeah. Oh, I know he beats me, but I love him.
I know he beats me.
I'm gonna give him what for.
Well, the animal rights group PETA have called for the business to be shut down as well. So they're not having it. They don't want it. But the woman herself said that. For all he knew, it was a piece of chicken, so he grabbed it. It was her bloody hand. And she does this show a lot. He obviously knows that that's a hand, and he went, "Piss, I'm hungry." Yeah, maybe she didn't pay her bills, and Geraldine sent him round.
Exactly. And we've all done those summer season shows where by like show 25 or something, you just want to lash out at something. And I'm sure if I was a crocodile, there's times I've been on the stage where I'm thinking, bloody hell, I could knock someone out right now for my own life decisions. I think that crocodile needs to sort his own life out before taking it out on other people. I'm just saying. Or maybe feed it.
Well, if she paid her fucking bills, I wouldn't have been there, you bastard.
But this is it. You need to sort it out.
I did. I fucking bit her. She's paid up now. I leave the bitch alone.
I think there should be a rule that if an animal is over 7 foot, don't use it in a show.
Well, there goes Dave and Geraldine.
Well, yeah, but I mean in a live show, like.
I thought we was going to plan on taking this live.
We are taking it live. Have you put a hole in that puppet yet?
What?
Yeah, but not for those reasons.
Not for those reasons.
What do you mean puppet?
On that note, maybe we should call Dave in for the quiz.
We recorded that earlier.
What?
Don't ruin the magic. Did you tell people how magic tricks are done as well?
Says the guy, "Oh, have you got that puppet?"
Yeah, but I didn't say what puppet, did I?
Could be any puppet.
No.
Puppet.
We haven't got a Geraldine puppet.
We have.
Any toilet rolls? Have we?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is news. News.
This is news, and also I've never seen Paul look at me more sinister than when he said, "Yeah, we've got a puppet." Like, have you skinned a giraffe or something? Like, you were terrifying.
Let's just say, Wingham are a giraffe down.
I didn't know they had giraffes.
They didn't have any anyway.
Oh, they have. They've got about 4 or 5 now, haven't they?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I was on a Zoom call earlier with someone from Wingham Wildlife Park, along with many others, with the Marlow networking.
You don't know me.
Were they counting all the animals? Like, on that, like, kind of one giraffe gone missing, one terrapin.
Terrapin? I haven't got a terrapin, mate.
What animal do you think goes missing the most from zoos?
Penguins.
Penguins, yeah.
Cats.
Birds.
I remember once
Seagulls.
when I was at Ilfracombe, seagulls, being backstage, and we had this show where there was a snake, a spider, like from the local zoo. I won't say the name because I'll probably get in trouble for this. But they went home and they forgot to take the penguin with them, and he just walked out from the back of the toilet. Like, they didn't put him in the cage; they took the cage without checking.
Hang on. So was the penguin using the toilet? And
No,
they went off without him?
I don't know, he just walked into the back area and then come out and like, woo! And it's like, oh crap, there's a penguin backstage. What do I do?
What you should have done, you should have just turned around and went, no.
No. I can use my pinganese.
What you should have done was picked it up.
Yeah. I should have kept that penguin and used it as an attraction. Hey.
Right, let's get Dave in for the quiz, shall we?
He's not busy. He can't make it tonight.
Oh, f*** him then.
I was only joking. He's already at the table, ready and waiting to go.
Oh, that's all right. Dave, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh.
I gave a pregnant pause myself. I'm so funny. I was hiding under the table.
Oh, what was you doing that
He
for?
had a look round the room. It was beautiful. And then you answered.
So, is everybody for Christmas week?
Have you got a jingle for us?
I think I've killed AMJ. Are you ready?
Yeah, come on then. Let's do it.
It's not
I'm back in the room.
last
I'm
week's
back in the
one,
room.
because I wasn't able to find any free music in time. But are you ready?
Yes.
AMJ, can you give me a beat, please? It's time for my amazing quiz. I do it, my friend Geraldine. She's a giraffe. It's time for EG, example given. Like elephant giraffe.
Woo!
Ooh.
Don't quite rate the beatboxing from AMJ there. So, don't give up your day job.
You back off from AMJ. He comes here every week and he still hasn't won the quiz once. He's trying his hardest. Last week he had Paul Warwicker, and you and Dickie, I was really upset because you were called Kudiki. After we hung up, I thought of a really good joke. You should have been called the other way and you'd have been Dickland.
Wow.
Well, yeah, that would have been a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the worst place to go for Christmas.
The worst place to go would have been 2014 in a very awkward house with you, AMJ. I made the year up. I don't know if that's right or not.
No, it's around that time, actually. It's almost spot on. At Dickland, though, the snowstorm would be great, wouldn't it? You wouldn't want to get caught in it.
Oh, the snow tastes salty. Right.
Stop laying.
Oh, we got a celebrity guest. Celebrity guest. Not like that, but reveal yourself.
Hello, I'm Trevor, and I've given up a paid gig to be here.
A paid gig, you say, Trevor?
Yeah, you got to be joking. Of course I haven't. I'm not paid enough.
Paid gig for the first time in forever. You're still waiting for it.
The most available comedian in Kent. Still.
Yes.
How much are your prices, Trev?
I don't know. £1 a joke. That's what I like to do.
So you do a lot of free gigs?
Yes, mainly for Adam.
Carry on.
And I've got my dog here as well. He's down at the bottom. I fed him all the wrong things, so he might be sick in the middle, which might be good.
Well, does he feel a bit rough?
Just look when anti-Durham Battalion's cat puked up.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah. We need to get a whole host of animals to puke up on our podcast.
Yeah, and he can't speak because he's actually an animal and not a very sad comedian that's trying to be funny.
Looks like you've just lost all your bookings at Stand and Deliver for the future.
Oh, no!
Right.
Don't worry, I'll take you on, Trev.
Yes. Does Dave book stand and deliver now? I thought it was Paul.
I'm his advisor.
All right.
So, are you ready for the quiz?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
We're going to start with DJ Critters,
Ooh.
and then AJ, and then Trevor Feelgood. I can make you feel good. Do. Trevor make you feel good. Right. Okay.
It's a new theme tune.
Is it what?
New theme tune for him.
Yeah. Right.
Big Kavanagh might sue.
Who?
Kavanagh.
Never mind them. Right.
Don't you worry about him. You got to worry about Kavanagh QC.
Or the Kavanagh Theatre.
Well, let's get a move on because apparently the banter isn't interesting. DJ Critters decided that at the beginning. So, DJ Critters, how many of Henry VIII's wives were called Catherine?
I don't know. I've not seen the film 6 or the show 6, like you have, or you lot have. 2.
Hi, Jay. Same question to you. And you did real. You've seen 6. Let's see how much of it you took in.
Trying to remember 6. So yeah, it's only 2, isn't it? 2 Catherines. I'll try and sing it. Do 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 do.
That'll do. Copyright.
There's a lot of tunes I remember from the show.
I add my own songs into musicals to bulk them out a bit.
Sorry.
You're right there, Dave.
I've got a peanut up my trunk. Look, I can see Trev Googling the answer right now. Trev,
Yeah, he just.
how many wives did Henry VIII have called Catherine?
Well, I didn't put it quick enough, so it's come up with Catherine Ryan. 2? Is it like 2? Maybe.
Geraldine, what's the answer?
I'm afraid you're all incorrect. It is 3. However, I really enjoyed AMJ's anecdote about 6 the other week, last episode. So I'm going to give him a bonus point for that one.
Ooh,
Yeah,
what were their names then?
Damn you, Google.
Okay. We're gonna go on to another question.
Yes.
Are you ready for the next question?
I am ready and raring to go.
Now, you love the music, don't you?
I do love some music.
So, in that case, in what year did the Beatles split up?
The Beatles split up.
Yeah.
Oh, this is really going to piss me off if I don't get it correct. It's 1969.
The year man walked on the moon. Trevor Feelgood.
And a man went down somewhere.
What, you be careful.
Where did the man go down?
Where did the man go down?
What year did the Beatles split up?
1971, I think.
Oh,
You're a bastard, feel good.
This sounds like people.
I just went a bit lower than AMJ. It wasn't. I didn't actually know. I just thought
Turn
I'd
it to
just
the
go
price is
lower.
right.
Yeah, this is like last week when AMJ was being a little scamp. The DJ Critters.
I'll go lower than Trevor and say 1970.
So I'm just going to ask the question: what year did the Beatles split up?
1970.
Ding, ding, ding. Well done, DJ Critters. You got the answer. Completely correct.
There you go. Makes change.
Ah,
The answer was 1970.
I almost said that, and I thought, no, go one lower, and then
Yeah,
one higher.
1969 with the last album.
If you say so, I don't give a shit. I just know the answer.
Has Geraldine been in a 69?
No. I've been in 138 because there's always 4 of us. I really had to use my brain to double 69 then.
Was it like a spirograph?
Are you taking the piss out of my long neck being all twizzly?
Yep.
You bastard. You've lost the point.
Oh, this is the worst day of my life.
Is it really? I remember the day you met Paul Tingy and Trevor Feelgood. They weren't good days.
Right. Trevor Feelgood, you love sports, don't you?
Yes, yeah, I like foxy boxing.
Oh, then you're in luck. This question is right up your street. How many horses are there on each team in a polo match?
8.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, because I have no idea.
DJ Critters, how many horses are there in a game of polo?
Trev sounded really, really enthusiastic there, but I haven't got a clue. I've never watched it, never played it, so I'm going to go 6.
Okay, and AMJ, how many horses are there in a game of polo?
I'm going to go with 12.
Hang on, the question changed then. Originally it was per team, and then you just said in a game of polo.
Yeah. You said game or per team.
For each team.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm going to go 7. Do they have a goal? Do they have a horse in the goal, like with gloves and stuff? They've nailed on special gloves to where its hooves are to catch the polo ball. I'd watch that.
This is getting a bit too close about donkeys again, AMJ. Watch yourself.
Welcome.
No, I'm afraid, guys, that, before I can, Dave, how's this like foxy boxing?
Well, because people ride horses to catch the foxes.
Okay, Dave, that's much more dark than I expected it to be from you. So, moving on, the answer is that AMJ, just go back to sleep, son. You missed the joke.
He's malfunctioned.
Are you loving it that I'm doing this without like a severely burnt hand, and I'm actually talking more than I've ever spoken in my life because I can actually feel the nerve endings again?
Not really, because I want to get on with it. So, the answer is 4. There are 4 horses on each. So I'm giving Trevor Feelgood a point because he added the 2 teams together. Well done, Trev.
I did. That is what I did.
Yeah, you meant to do that, didn't you?
Trev.
And because you're so honest, Trev, I'm going to give you a bonus point. Well done.
Thank you.
Right, moving on to the third question.
Ooh.
Now, can you believe it was 20 years ago since the first episode of The Office? So, TJ Critters, what is the name of Mackenzie Crook's character in the sitcom The Office?
No idea. Never seen it.
Yes, get in.
Dave.
Dave, I need a surname as well, please.
Dave.
I thought you were talking to Dave.
Dave Telephant.
Dave
Elephant.
Wouldn't it be great if that was the answer?
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
Dave Telephant.
AMJ, what is the name of Mackenzie Crook's character in the sitcom The Office?
Including a surname.
Yes, that's what I said.
He's the Kentish actor, isn't he?
Gareth Garrison.
Gareth Garrison. Trevor Feelgood. Don't look at your Office sitcom DVD case.
It's not on there. It's not on there. I know it's Gareth, but what's it? Gareth Investigates. Oh, come on. Come on, Trev. It's no comedy. Come on. What?
To be honest, I put this one in thinking Trevor would actually get a point.
No, just as Gareth.
Grab the DVD, thinking there'd be a programme in it with a cast listing of everyone.
It's not a random one. It's the Office DVD box set.
Yeah, it's every single one, apart from his name. Where's his name?
I'm going to have to push you for time, Trev. Tick tock, tick tock.
Is it Gareth Clock?
No, it's not Gareth. When you want to say it, I will cry because I know what it is, but I don't know what it is.
Well, I won't say it, but Geraldine will make you cry.
The answer is Gareth Keenan.
Oh God, no!
I shall give both AMJ and Trevor Feelgood a point each because they got Gareth. If they got both answers, first and surname, they would have got 22,000 points.
Blimey. Yeah, just a.
Makes that better? That's the equivalent of a sports fan not knowing who scored at the 1966 World Cup The one
the
to
66 World Cup.
Yeah, you remember it. After they kicked shit out of each other, they had a game of football.
Yeah, yeah.
And the 1966 goalkeeper, he'd lost an eye, just like in 1066. There you go.
Yeah, fun fact
There
for
we
you,
go.
Mackenzie Crook. I knew he was born in Kent. He was actually born in Maidstone, so just up the road.
That's a fun fact.
Know who he played?
Yeah, and when I did my Edinburgh show, the lady in the audience said when she didn't like my show, she said, "Well, we saw Mackenzie Crook doing his show, and that was as well, but he got in the office, so maybe you might get something like that." It's like, thanks, Bob.
Yeah.
That's a bit of confidence building, isn't it? Right there.
Yeah, and I thought she was a viewer because she said she'd done shows before, but she hadn't. She's just drunk, Scottish women. Sorry, racism.
And then
They're not all drunk.
And then you're on this podcast, which is more famous than The Office.
It is.
Yep.
I love being on Three Men and a Little Dream. I love it. I love it every week. I'm listening to it.
Right. Who? Ooh. Oh. Jay, it's you next.
Oh, that's me.
You love animals, don't you?
I do. That's why I don't eat them.
Perfect. Got a great question for you then. What is the name of Ronnie Barker's character in Open All Hours?
Oh, no. Oh,
Yes, get in. There's one for Trev.
oh,
I want first
it's not
answer.
Granville.
Yeah, I've got that. I've got it.
Is
I've only got.
it Mr. Peterson?
I don't even know what it is, but it's made me laugh. Moving on to Trevor Feelgood. What is the name of Ronnie Barker's character in Open All Hours?
Balls.
You've forgotten.
No, I was thinking of porridge. I thought, Norman Stanley Fletcher. It's not, is it? It's Arkwright. I don't think he's got a first name. He probably has, because Paul knows it, because he knows everything. Sorry, not Paul. Dave. I don't know. It's been a long day.
Well, I don't know. I don't know the answer. Geraldine does the research.
All right, yeah. Let's keep going with the story, shall we?
DJ Critters. What is Ronnie Barker's character's name in Open All Hours?
Isn't it Granville?
No.
No, I'm afraid that's David Jason, who's go Granville.
Yeah.
The answer, of course, is Albert Arkwright, but he is normally known as Arkwright. So, Trevor Feelgood, you get 5 points.
Yes.
And MJ, you made Dave laugh, so you get yourself 3 points.
Wow.
DJ Critters,
Okay.
I'm just going to give you a point because I'm feeling sorry for you tonight.
Yay! I get a point.
Oh. Now, this is the last question.
Oh.
This is the last question of the night.
Hooray!
Yes,
Sorry.
Is going to Trevor Feelgood first. Are you ready? What is taller, an elephant or a giraffe?
I think a giraffe is taller than an elephant.
Okay. Whoa, DJ Critters. What do you think is taller, an elephant or a giraffe?
Are we talking adult animals?
Oh, everything you need to know is in the question.
Yeah, I'd say a giraffe.
Okay. AJ, what's
Right,
taller,
Dave.
elephant or giraffe?
Is this one of those questions where a giraffe is a character who happens to be very short and a elephant is another character who lives next door to him? Because I'm not falling for this again. I'm not falling for this bullshit. A elephant sounds like it's a big ass elephant that would be very tall, and a giraffe I don't even think is a giraffe. I think it's the name of a gibbon. It's the elephant. I'm going with the elephant. A elephant, Mr. A elephant.
And you're completely correct, AMJ, to think that. Congratulations, because the silence in the question was an elephant on French bread stilts, or Geraldine the giraffe. And when Dave's on his Frenchies, Geraldine, when Dave is on his French stick stilts, I'm having trouble saying that tonight. When he's on his French stick stilts, he is a good 3 inches taller than me.
Can I just
3
give you a little...
inches?
3
Yeah.
inches.
I think it's bigger than that.
Not
How
with
big?
his-
How big is it? How big is it, Geraldine?
When
How big are the stilts?
how big? It's the average height of a French stick from the supermarket.
But what supermarket?
And if it's raining, obviously it gets smaller quicker.
Well,
Can I just say,
have to be 7 meters to be higher than an elephant.
the best bit of that
I-
sentence was the thing you didn't hear in the question. You've got to kind of mind read what could be in there that they left out.
You know what? In pterodactyl, the P's silent. It's like that. There's just silent words. You get silent letters. They're silent words.
Don't get
Not
this on
how
University Challenge,
Questions
do we?
work.
I'm afraid that there is a tie break tonight. In last place is DJ Critters with 2 points. However, with 7 points apiece is AMJ and Trevor Feelgood. So here comes. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're mixing up tonight. I'm going to ask the sudden death question, and Dave is going to reveal the answer.
Ooh.
Now, we all know that the special in the Lego movie is called Emmett. But what is his surname?
I actually know this one, unfortunately.
Is it Emmett? Oh, I think I know what it is, but I think it's got a clever Lego name.
Trev,
Is it Emmett?
to join in when you like.
Is it Emmett Stud?
Emmett,
Why did you Google
Stickle Brick.
Emmett Brown?
I thought Emmett Brown, but it can't be Emmett Brown.
Emmett Nothing? Emmett to Nothing?
DJ Critters, put them out their misery.
Well, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Brikowski.
And you are correct. So now the final scores are 5-5-5. We've got another sudden death question.
Why?
Why?
Why won't it end? Just put out of his misery, please.
I'm in it for the 10 grand.
It's like watching Roy Chubby Brown. No one will just do him over.
But you
Now
keep
we're
watching.
Are you
What
ready?
happened to him?
He's still
Are you
talking.
ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the next question?
Yes.
Now, there are 5 Bronte sisters. Whoever can name the most will win the quiz. AMJ, we'll start with you.
Well, there's Emily Brontesaurus. There's Michelle Brontesaurus. And Nigella Brontesaurus. I don't know.
Do you think he saw us?
You think he saw us?
It's not dinosaurs, it's the Bronte sisters.
Yeah, they're in the land that time forgot. Littlefoot.
Velociraptor, T-Rex, Triceratops.
TFG, Trevor Feelgood. Dave, ask him the question.
Can you name as many Bronte sisters as possible?
Yeah, Baby Spice, Ginger, Sporty, the other one, and Charlotte Church. I don't
And
know.
Terry Katona.
Sarah, Jessica, Samantha, and I'm just naming people from Sex and the City now. I don't know. You can take all those answers and come up with one answer.
I actually thought that you might have got this, Trev, because this actually appeared in the quiz that Paul done with you.
I was asleep, I think.
Is that good?
Can you name more than one Bronte sister?
You only have to name one and you win.
Emily Bronte.
Got one.
Yeah, Emily Bronte is one that AMJ got. There's also Charlotte Bronte. I believe there was Victoria as well. I might be wrong on that one, but there's at least 2 that I definitely know.
I'm afraid there is no Victoria.
No.
And there is an Emily, Elizabeth, Charlotte, Anne, and Maria. I tried setting it up so Trev or AMJ won this week, but they both f***ed it up.
Yep.
Well done, DJ Critters. You've won the quiz.
Thank you.
Before I tried setting it up so he'd win. I should have asked. where do Rodney and Derek Trotter live?
In a house.
Yeah, well, you know, there's more to me than just only fools and horses.
Well, on the evidence of this quiz, no, the f***ing ain't.
Well, because I didn't know who the bloody Bronte sisters were.
Come on, you can get yourself 3 bonus points and win the quiz if you get this. Where do the Trotter brothers live?
Nelson Mandela House.
No, I'm afraid the answer I was looking for is Peckham.
Oh.
You almost broke him then.
Oh. It's constant. I feel it's constant.
I'm sorry, MJ. Maybe next week, when we've got no show, you might get f***ing lucky.
I'm going to do my own quiz.
Well, you still f***ing lose, wouldn't you?
I probably would at this
I'll
rate.
tell you what, did anyone listen to that show on Radio Midway a while ago?
Never even heard of Radio Midway.
And AMJ was hosting a quiz, and he got the questions and he got one of the answers incorrect as host, and it made Paul very upset, and he's never forgotten about it.
I tried to get hold of Michael Ball recently when I heard him on Radio 2. I sent him an email saying, can you settle a debate between me and a friend that you released an album of all female cover songs, including My Heart Will Go On? And I've not had a reply. So I'm going to email again next week when he's back on the air. But I reckon I definitely remember hearing him advertise that album. Now, one of two things happened. Either Michael got a bit scared and didn't release his female album, or it just sold out.
Can't you just Google it?
This did happen, and AJ still won't go for it.
It definitely happened. I remember him on Loose Women talking about singing all the great female songs. It definitely exists.
No.
Paul owns all of Michael Ball's albums, and that's not in there.
I don't think you do. I generally don't think you own Michael Ball's female. I think it's like the collector's edition that no one has.
Own it, does he? Because it don't exist.
It does exist.
I'll tell you what, son. I'll tell you what albums he has got. He's got Coming Home to You, Back Together, Together Again, Together, We Are More Than One, the very best of Michael Ball, Both Sides Now, Heroes, Michael Ball, Centre Stage.
Wow.
And he got 3 albums called
One
Together,
step
Back
longer.
Together, Together Again, and Together.
Yeah, that's with Alfie Ball. Fantastic partnership. One Careful Owner, the movies. Paul's scribbled movies out and put film on his, though. Songs of Love, this time it's personal. If everyone was listening, Back to the Bacharach. Always, A Love Story, Christmas, Secrets of Love, Music, Together at Christmas. That's with Alfie Ball. The musicals, Stage and Screen, One Voice, The Best of Michael Ball, 2nd edition, Past and Present, The Very Best of Michael Ball, Seasons of Love, and A Song for You.
Do you realise we're still recording? This is going on forever.
What can we just say about Michael Ball as well? How can he have 2 best of and a very best of? Like, those must be the shortest albums ever.
Because he's that great.
There's a good job Paul's not here because he'd be getting knocked off now and telling you to take that back.
Paul, who hosts a successful Scar show, who secretly likes Michael Ball. Anyone listening to this would just stop listening, I reckon. It's like finding out that Mark's really into Chico. That's all his listenership gone.
I had Chico and MCM around for dinner the other day. It was all going well until I asked them what the time was.
Comedy gold.
There you go. Right, anyway, so, Trev, have you got anything you want to promote while you're still here?
Oh, hold on, that's my job. Trev, you got anything you want to promote, mate?
Yes, and as always, my gig is on after this comes out. And it was brilliant. I got a round of applause, and they stood up and they said, "You should get paid for this." And I said, "Yes, I should." It's a Full Frontal Comedy in Twickenham on Thursday. It's already gone.
And
I am going on a date on Saturday, but
Yeah?
yes, with a lady that I actually find sexually attractive for once.
What?
For once, it doesn't always happen.
Just helping about, are you, Trev?
Yeah, all right. This is the one.
you get what? My mum said she was out on Saturday. I don't know where she's going.
Yeah.
Not really. My mum got killed by poachers. But Trevor Feelgood, do you have any advice for our listeners?
Dave,
Yeah.
can I just put something in Trev's head?
Yes.
Isn't there a big Christmas show happening soon?
There is a big Christmas show happening in December, but it's September, mate.
It would still promote it, mate.
All right. Oh, yeah, I'm doing a big comedy show on something of December. I've forgotten you've moved it because someone couldn't come. It's the
You asked me to move
comedian's
the
Christmas
date.
party. Yeah, Nikki couldn't come, so we've moved it. So she can come. She better come now. Even Travis Feelgood might do his first stand-up set, I think.
Well, happy days.
Oh, is this something that Paul's not being invited to again?
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
because we haven't booked it in.
But you're talking about it. You talked over old Paul, did you?
Michael Bowles coming.
Yeah, he's performing hits from his album Female.
Trevor Feelgood, you got any
Hello.
advice for our listeners?
Yes. If you're going to do a comedy career, make sure people pay you.
So don't perform at Stand and Deliver.
No. Can I get paid at Stand and Deliver, please? Please.
You've been paid twice, mate.
All right.
Yeah.
But it was so little, it didn't feel like being paid.
£3.
Oh, one of the times it was a big pay. You have the honour of being the second highest paid stand-up at Stand and Deliver.
£5 whole pounds.
£5 whole pounds.
Who's the highest paid?
Highest paid was Brian Gittins.
Who?
Brian Gittins.
Fair
Don't
play.
know him.
He is a huge stand-up star,
How fat is he then?
and he's been on lots of TV shows with Ricky Gervais.
And he was in a picture with me that I put on my stories the other day, and I did an arrow pointing to him saying Brian Gittins.
Why has he not been on here then?
Because he's a bit too famous for this dog shit.
Well, we got Trev on. Everyone knows
No,
Trev.
you got me. I am the Brian Gittins standing.
But in all fairness, that's what you were down in Brighton. If he couldn't make it, you'd stand in for him.
Yes,
True
yes,
story.
that is true. Don't say that.
Right, I think it's time for us.
This got end.
Yes, we're going to say goodbye now and say thanks very much for standing in again, Mr. Trevor Feelgood. Standing in for Trevor Feelgood.
Yeah, and it's so upsetting that your competitor didn't turn up for a fight today.
No, he didn't. Bloody Pransky.
We will have it eventually. We will have this fight of minds.
Fight to the death.
Mimes.
Yes, a fight of mimes, perfect for podcasting. Oh, he's in a box.
Oh, he's got a force field.
Good
On
night,
that note,
everybody.
yes. Good night. Sleep tight, even if it's the
If
morning.
you're driving and you're listening to this, then stay awake.
Yes, good idea. You
Yeah.
don't want to fall asleep at the wheel.
Every night in my dreams I see you. Who's that?
I don't know. You tell
Michael Ball.
Do they call Michael Ball fans ballbags?
Musical Insights.